Good morning, gamers. So this video is late. My alarm didn't go off. I hate alarms. So they had a live stream today. We have the new character announced, which is coming out tomorrow, and then we have the season pass. So if you didn't know, Warf Underworld did, and my guild ended up 23rd. I'm top 25. Let's go, baby. Kind of shocked. I actually didn't think we'd get top 25. It happened. Stressful. I was very scared of getting under 25. And the reason I wanted top 25 is so we can get the 300 diamond cubes. I had no hope of getting top 20, but it's all good. It's all good. We got the 300 diamond cubes. All right, so anyway, so this whole next season pass thing is very much based off summer, the Splash Summer Season 8. So that's pretty exciting. You know, summer stuff, of course, that's typically around like July. So the next season pass character this time around, it is going to be a Swimsuit Yuki, which she does look very good. I actually do like the outfit. So I'm actually kind of excited when she comes out. I don't know when the scout period is. I was asleep during the live stream. But it's typical stuff. You put like an extra 300 diamond cubes. You get every reward, but you just don't gain any new diamond cubes. You get all your diamond cubes back for using the 300 cubes, but you don't gain anything new in diamond cubes compared to if you didn't use your diamond cubes. So Sparkling Sunshine Girl Yuki. Okay, don't blame me, but I read that spanking for a second. I'm like, oh man, that's anyway, I mean, she has some pretty alright stats right here. 2400 magic attack with 310 speed. I mean, 310 speed, that's slow. 2400 magic, it's not too bad. I mean, she doesn't have enhanced mode, so it doesn't make it like all right, but it's okay. So she is a charge, an assault, and a heal unit. So magic attack strong, and it lowers enemies incarnate break by 50% while doing a regular charge. So it's both a charge and a break. That is weird. Magic attack X strong deals additional 10% damage when crit buff is 15%, and then at 10% more if your crit buff is 30% or more. So it can be an additional 20% extra damage. And then her heal, weak recovery in all allies, not the reserve characters, increases crit damage by 10%, max 30% for 2 turns, and then recollection field by 1 with a short wait time. This is a heal and a buff with recollection field. I mean, that's pretty useful. Tripping Beach Volley. I can't wait to see what that looks like. Incarnate magic check on a single enemy, 10% additional damage when your crit buff is 15% or more, and then an additional 15% when that crit buff is 30% or more, and then recollection field by 2. And if you haven't noticed, she's also non-element. I mean, she's almost like a recollection field character. She just needs one more recollection field, but still 2 isn't too bad because you can start off a battle with a recollection field of 1. So 2 isn't too bad. Now it's all a matter of if that incarnate or that recollection field is inflicted in the beginning or after she deals damage. This isn't even the main character that we got to talk about. I'm just talking about her. Charge Imaginarium's not too bad. Increase magic attack non-element party members by 1, and then 1% more of member skill, which is all right. You know, deal some extra damage. And then incarnate combo and charge stack. So just keep in mind, you can only get her during the season pass period, which lasts for 2 months. And the only time you may be able to get her again is if a season pass were to have a rerun of her. And speaking of reruns, I don't know if it'll show here. I don't think so. But in the rerun for this season pass, I believe you can get the season pass Klein. What's the other one? Ah, yes, Silica. I need to watch the stream. I don't know if they did a damage showcase to see if we get extra cubes. Let me check that. They did indeed do a damage showcase. So we are getting a free 125 diamond cubes in a couple days. In case you're curious, we are getting a paid background of this bedtime Ronier. You know, Ronald here's titties. That's all I gotta say about that. Very nice. You know, 20 bucks for that. Happy birthday T-Say coming up very soon, so that's extra 25 diamond cubes that we're getting for login. Fully voiced dialogue. But where's the marriage proposal? We get armor swimsuit of Yuki, so that should be cool for another R5 armor. These two are now getting EX slots, so they'll have the double incarnate. And I believe Fanashi did charge, so she'll have charge stack. And this T-Say up, she also has charge, so charge stack. And then this is going to be the illustration in the premium pass, which I'm super excited about. She looks so good. I just wish there's like a dolphin in the background or something. I don't know. I just want to see some more. Or like Dory from Finding Nemo. All right, anyway, Daybreak Guardian Knight. That's the new character coming out. So the mysterious character, that was Edis. A lot of people were right. I was wrong. I thought it was AG. He'll never get love. I'm still stoked. It's Edis. I love Edis. So first, she is not limited. Surprisingly not limited. So you can get her eventually, like probably most likely in like the anniversary, 3rd anniversary. There'll probably be a ticket that you can select her for. So step 1 and 3, 50% off. And then step 5 and 7 is a 50% chance of getting the new character. You are guaranteed a 4-star, but 50% chance. of getting that Edis. So it's not guaranteed like a limited character. So that's the scary part if you're willing to go all that way. So let me just say, she's going to be a very heavy damage dealer, especially if you set all the conditions with her buffs and whatnot. I'm telling you now before I talk about her, but she's definitely going to be a very strong unit. But does that mean that you have to pull on her? No, you don't have to pull on her. You can actually skip. I like to prioritize characters that have like recollection field or even buffs, because those type of characters hardly ever come by compared to these damage dealers. They come by very often compared to those. So you could skip if you want to, but just know that if you do have this Edis, she is going to be very strong. She's going to be a very strong damage dealer, but there is one tiny setback that I'm not too big of a fan of. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So she's a wind unit. You could probably put her on par. I've seen people talk about like Halloween Yu-Gi-Oh, which is completely fair. The only difference though is that he has recollection field while she doesn't, which I really wish she did have, because then I wouldn't have to worry about Halloween Yu-Gi-Oh. So 2,440 magic attack. So she's a magic attack hitter, and the little setback that I talked about was magic attack. I'm not too big of a fan of magic attack for wind. So to see that she's magic attack and you have like a full team of mostly physical hitters, she's not gonna gain like as many buffs compared to them because of like their leader skills and member skills. So that's a bit unfortunate. And also 310 speed. She is slow, and if I recall, if she's level 100, the speed goes up to 329, which is still slow. It's okay for a level 100. But typically with level 100, you'd see people like 330 or 340 speed, something like that. Here, let's just take a look at this Kirito. His speed is 321 at level 100. Okay, that's slow. Who's 100? You're 100. You just came out. What are you? 337. So 329 is, it's pretty down there, but I guess it's not too bad. All right, anyway, she's a Bay. Of course she is. So she's a break, an assault, and an enhanced mode unit. And if you don't know what enhanced mode does, basically makes your skill stronger, but it does cost more MP. Now let me just tell you straight up, if you do plan to get her, or if you get her in the future, you do not want to level that break or that enhanced mode. You leave those at level 1, but you do want to level that assault. And this is just for reference. If you do get that Edis, there is another additional skill slot like this, although it should be versus earth element characters. You don't want to level that either. So that's how you should be doing her skill slots. That's just a recommendation though, if you plan to like do strats to try and get a better score and like rankings. Enhanced mode is so your cooldown for when you use incarnate, it goes down by 1. So the more times you use your enhanced mode, the more times you're lowering that cooldown, so you can do your 8th additional incarnate during a ranking battle. That's why. Anyways, her break, typical magic attack, strong, but it also inflicts super strong continuous damage. So you have another super strong continuous damage character, and yes, that is strong, and I do want to get her because of that. But as you could tell, I'm low on cubes. I'll explain why later. I think last video I had almost like 1,500. Yeah. Life sucks. Anyway, assault, strong magic attack, and then inflict super strong continuous damage. Nothing new, nothing special. And then enhanced mode, like I mentioned, strengthens your skills, but increases your MP, so you gotta use more MP, and then raises crit damage by 10%. And what happens when you go in enhanced mode? Nothing. It's the same thing. It's just stronger. Now with her incarnate, black sorcery violent gale. Oh, this is a mouthful. So she does deal in a magic attack incarnate. Now the more times that you inflict that super strong continuous damage, the more damage she is dealing, which could be a max of 40%. And then she deals an additional 10% when your crit buff is 15% or more. And then another additional 10% when her buff is 30% or more. So that's where I was mentioning before I started talking about her, that she is definitely going to be, oh god damn it, my alarm. She's definitely going to be a strong damage hitter. She's going to be very strong. I can see her dealing the 1.5 mil damage if you set the right conditions. She may even deal the 2 mil if you get all these buffs in. But that's a big old maybe. Now, you know what? I think she could do it. Like if you inflict a lot of that continuous damage, I feel like if you use her at the end of like ranking battles or events, she could definitely deal probably like Demon Lord Kirito damage with that 2 mil, maybe even more. Now the only problem though is that who you gonna get to deal that buff of crit? Because her crit with enhanced mode is only 10% for 2 turns. where are you gonna get all those other crits? I mean, we'll talk about that later. I gotta talk about everything else. So with her Imaginariums, she just deals more damage. Magic attack increased by 6% every time you have this. MP reduced by 5% for an unlimited amount of turns. So that's actually useful for the enhanced mode, especially if you don't plan to level it, which is what I recommend. Special partner is Kirito, and then her leader skill 25 additional incarnate, and then magic attack increased by 1% with member skill, and of course incarnate combo and break stack. Now I really like her because of that break stack, and then the enhanced mode to make her even stronger. And then her incarnate just seems pretty nutty that I am pretty sure she could deal maybe 2 mil damage if you set all the conditions. And also, you know, if you put like a magic down on the enemy or magic resistance by like, I don't know, whatever percent, or even the elemental resistance, which is out there nowadays, this Edis is definitely going to deal a lot of damage. So if you're playing this in the future and you do get this Edis, you want her in your team because she is strong. Who am I gonna add? I don't even know where I'm gonna put her. I definitely do need to like change this Yuuki though. All right, so some positives. You can actually finally use your swimsuit units with her in your team to deal the most damage as you can. Whether it's swimsuit, Leafa, Alice, or Edis from last year, you can finally use them. The only downside though is that they don't have that double incarnate. But also remember that we do have a second banner which should come out next week. That should be a swimsuit unit potentially because of the season pass being very much heavily themed on swimsuits. So that might be our crit buffer, especially to go along with this Edis who needs crit to deal the most damage. Is there a character here that gives crit? Here. Vital, Airy. She gives crit if you want to use someone with crit to put up her buffs. But 10%. Oh boy, am I really gonna get myself to use Airy if I potentially get Edis? I might skip her because of how low my diamond cubes are, because you know a lot of limiteds might be coming up soon. Damn, now that I look at it, like my win team kind of lacking a little bit. I'm still using that Kirito. I mean, he's still good, but if you're watching this now, if you should scout on her, I feel like as of now, you know, when you use your diamond cubes, I feel like she is skippable. Like you should skip her unless you really want to do well in the upcoming ranking. Then you know you should get her if you want to do well. If you don't care about the ranking, then I don't think you should scout her. I think you should wait to see what the next unit is like I mentioned, because it's July. Last year we had like 4 multiple in a row limited banners, so we can expect to see a lot of upcoming potential limited characters in the upcoming run. If they're gonna be really good or not, they were okay. I mean, I only have like 3 of them, but like Edis was pretty alright. I mean, the only thing I liked about her is the recollection field. And then we had Alice. She was the damage dealer, and at the time, you know, she did some pretty nice damage. I'm just not using her because she was magic attack, and my team is very heavily focused on physical. And then also Leafa, who also puts up magic attack and physical res, if I recall. And then we also had a swimsuit Xenon, a swimsuit Sortellini. I think I'm missing someone. Oh well. So they might be good, and also because they'll actually have like incarnate stack or break stack combo, whatever. They all might have that. So that's why you should skip her. But if you want to pull on her, you can. She's definitely going to deal a lot of damage. And considering that this Edis does these buffs, the next character may be a buffer. So that might be really good. So I'm going to save to see what that's about. But I am very much debating if I want to do step 1. I'll just scout on the alt account. It's okay. That one's there for my baits. Alright, but I guess I should end off this video here. Thank you so much for watching this video of Sword Art Online Unleashed Blading. If you guys enjoyed, why not leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. If you want to join, I have a Discord at the bottom of the description. You click on the link and you're sent right to my Discord. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Kaz. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Goodbye.